It's 2024 now, and the question that you have in your mind is whether a video editing career is secure or not. So if I answer it in just one,
Hello everyone, क्या हाल चाल? So today we are bringing the Iman Gadzhi's tutorial on YouTube, and it will be a live stream. So if you have any doubts, any question of any step that you don't understand, you can ask me live in the chat. Mhm.
it's 2024 now, and the question that you have in your mind is whether a video editing career is secure or not. So if I answer it in just one word, then no. In recent years, attention has become the new currency. There are more than 200 million creators worldwide. The total valuation of the creator economy has reached a whopping $500 billion, leaving even giants like gaming, music, and movie industries in dust. Even if you combine all the three industries, they are still less than the creator economy. The rise of the creator economy has made a huge impact on our society. The demand for video editors, script writers, graphic designers, and other job profiles in creative field is skyrocketing. However, seeing this, a lot of people are just learning these skills for a mere 30 to 40 days and trying to sell their service. They are offering the same service at a fraction of price, making this market overcrowded and hard to penetrate. Editors are trying hard to make money but are failing. So in today's video, we will see how you can become a video editor and make a living out of it without failing.
So thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. So in today's live stream we are going to understand how we can edit top-notch videos just like the one you watched, and how can we set ourselves apart and edit videos just like Iman Gadzhi's, Devin Jatho, Ali Abdal, and there are a lot of styles. So today the one of the edit that is on our page, I'm going to just show you this video, and let's see.
So this is an example of how Iman Gadzhi edits his video. Here, present. Here
So I'm just playing the example again. Alright, so now we are going to see how we edited this. There is a camera movement as you can see in this video. um, Let me just check. So people are saying that there is an audio issue. Let me just confirm. Okay, that's great. So yeah, let's move ahead. So as you can see that there is a camera movement in this video, and we have done this camera movement without entering the After Effects. So let me tell you, like, this is not a true camera movement. We have used different type of you can say workaround to pretend that it is a camera movement. So let me tell you, the real editing that was done behind this is right over here. So as you can see, we have got a bunch of layers, and yeah, the real video is horizontal, it's not vertical. And let me just show you the real thing. So as you can see, we have edited a whole horizontal video and projected it against a vertical video. So the red area that you are seeing, let me just change my window to a workspace that most of you understand. Yeah, so as you can see right over here, we have a video, and in this red area which you see, that will be visible in the final video. Rest of the area will be cut out. So just like so, as you can see, let me just, yeah, so as you can see, let me just play this video. So this is the red part that we are going with, and to create this we are going step by a step. So first of all, we have a base video right over here, as you can see, which is really very simple. And then we have our video in which the background is cut out. So let me just show you the real thing. Yeah, so as you can see, the opacity of the bottom clip, it's 50%. This was the real clip. And so first of all, what we have done is we have removed the background, we have cut the background. As you can see, this is the subject, which is obviously me. And now we are going to just turn the opacity of this video to 50, and this is the look that we have got. Now that we have got this look, the next thing that we are going to do, we want to see what the final output would look like. And in order to do that, what we are going to do is we will create a new color matte. You can select whatever color you want. I am selecting red. So we get this beautiful red matte right over here, and that's it. So this is a mistake that most of you people would do. Don't do this mistake. What you need to do is, when you are creating a red matte, you need to see the dimensions of this. The width is 1920 and the height is 1080. Obviously we need to reverse that. The width is this, and again the color is red. Red vertical matte, and yep. Now this is the screen from which we are going to project ourselves. And if you don't know anything about projection, what does projection means, just let me know. We will drop another tutorial on what projection means. So yeah, we have just dropped the opacity of this is red matte. Let us drop it even further. Yeah, so as you can see, I can see myself from this screen. So right over here, this is my video in which I will do the other stuff. So the first thing, as you can see right over here, we are sliding from the right side, and I think that's pretty easy on how to do that. But anyways, we are still going to see how to do this. So what we are going to do is we will create an adjustment layer, and this time don't touch anything. Let the width and the height be what it is, and just bring it in the timeline. Yeah, so now we have an adjustment layer, and we have a red mat, we have our subject, we have our background. Now we will go to effects and we will type transform. So we have a normal transform that is of Premiere Pro, and then there is a GoPro transform. So we are going to use GoPro transform because it is having a shutter angle 180 degree set before using it, which creates a motion blur. Motion blur makes video much more engaging. Why? Because it makes it look more natural. So first of all, we will just position it on the right side, we will keyframe it, and then after a very short amount of time we will have it in the center. So this will give us an animation just like so. Now the problem with this animation is it is too hard, like it just starts and then just stops. So in order to smoothen this up, we will open the keyframe editor and we will create a graph just like so. You can see it looks like a hill or maybe a bell, dumbbell, whatever you want to call it. And now just look at the animation. It's much more smooth, right? If you want to make it even smoother, you can just increase the duration and increase the height as well. So this is the difference. And now when we have done this, as you can see right over here, we have the same animation. Now what we do is we zoom in right on my hand, which is like this, and we will zoom onto our hand. In order to do that, we will put keyframes on scale as well as position. So we already have some keyframes on our position, and now we will do some keyframes on our scale. Yeah, so here we go, just like so, and from here we will do just like this, and after some point of time let us go 150, and this is my hand. Now look at the graph right over here. The Premiere Pro is really good at creating mess, but we don't want that, so we will just create our favorite dumbbell graph again, and this time we will also easen up the scale graph. Now I have a shortcut set, I have a shortcut set up to it on my keyboard. You can do it manually by right clicking and then selecting Bezier. What I love to do is, just like After Effects, I press F9 on my keyboard. This is not a default setting. You can go ahead in the Premiere Pro keyboard shortcuts and set it up. Now what we will do is we will place our playhead just at the peak of the dumbbell which is above, and try to match the peak of scale, and you can see what a smooth animation we have got. It is a little too fast, so we will make it a little slow. We still get a little jerk. Why, you ask? Because the peaks are not aligned. Yeah, so now they are much more smooth. And then we need to get glowing text right over here. So what I'll do is I'll just take my text tool, write something like Iman Gadzhi right over here. I'll go to my essential graphics panel. If it's not showing, you can go to window and then essential graphics panel. After you are here, you can select the center alignment and choose a font that you like. One of my favorite font is ITC, or you can select Bebas font, which is also really cool. Increase the size a little bit, and then we have our font right over here. So in order to put it behind my hand, I will pull it below the layer, below myself in this layer. Like if I disable this layer, you can see my text is right over here. I don't want it to be here, I want it to be somewhere like this, maybe this. Yeah, that seems more perfect. And now, as let me just turn off the red mat so you get the idea. So as you can see, the text is behind me right now, right? So the text is behind me. So as you can see in this one, we have the text glowing. So how are we going to get our text glow? Well, if you want to ask which font is this, I'm not going to hold back any secrets. The font right over here is Gaspacho. Yep, that's a weird name. And here we go. Let's just decrease the size a bit. And yeah, that's our font. So what we are going to do, we will add a glow to it. How to add glow? Well, we have a GoPro White Glow 1, and when you put it on the font, this is the output that you get. This is before, this is after, this is before, this is after, and yeah, with the help of this you can just, your editing can be much more fast. Now as you can see, when it zooms, I want my animation to start somewhere over here. Now what I'll do is I'll again go to my transform property and get the GoPro transform right over here. We will take the position as well as opacity as our keyframe. First of all, I want this to be really down, and after just a few keyframes, just like so, I want it to be at the position it is. Again, opacity keyframe at the same position. Why, you ask? Well, because at the starting I'll just do like this. So what the base animation that we have got is this. So again we will just easen it. You can just put, you can just hit like right click and then Bezier. We will open the graph part, and again the one and only dumbbell shape. Similarly, again you can see that I am matching the peak of the dumbbell in both of this video, which makes the animation much more smooth. So you can see we got an animation just like so. Now what we have to do, we have to draw a line right from here to there. Let me just turn on the red mat. So now we can see the Iman Gadzhi, it is getting cut slightly from here. So I'll just decrease the scale somewhat like this. Yeah, and now it fits perfectly. Yeah, so now we have this. Now we need to make an animation, as you can see right over here. In order to do that, we have a Mogart with us. Its name is Arrow Maker Pro. So what it, like, let's just have this with us on top of the layer so we can see what's actually going on. Now I'll just disable this adjustment layers to show you guys what this actually is. So right over here we have this weird looking arrow that we are going to make look good. So in order to do that, first of all, let us see what we have got. Number of points, no, we don't need 5, we just need 3. Draw duration, I don't want to touch this now. Select arrow type, arrow size. There must be a arrow opacity as well. Mhm. Yeah, so we have outer, like, midpoint size, that will be set to 0. At point size, that is also set to 0. Main path width, leave it as it is. And outer stroke width, 0 again. So just a second, guys. Sorry for the disturbance. Yeah, so now we have this arrow, we need to get rid of this arrow, and in order to do that, we have arrow tip opacity, we will turn it to 0. Now we have the middle point, we will increase its size just like so. We will go to effects control, we will just decrease its size a little bit. Again, I will make it come just like this. Right now it is going right above my forehead. Let me just this smokers, it is really very, yeah. So as you can see, it is animating from right side. To reverse that, we can just check mark this reverse animate, and it will start animating from the right side. Now again the problem is that it is cutting our Iman Gadzhi. No, 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 we don't want that. What we will do, we will again align it just like this. Yeah, and the middle point, yeah, this one, we have it just like so. And the end point which we are talking about, the end point will be somewhere over here. The middle point also. Yeah, so what we have is we have Iman Gadzhi, and then it goes right over there. So now when I turn on my adjustment layer just like so, and we put this arrow behind myself, you can see it is going from behind me, and we get animation like this. Now we want my camera movement, or you can say my adjustment layer, to follow this movement. So what we will do is we will just start a keyframe right over here, and when it is about to just hit over there, we will go at this point. Yeah, and again Premiere Pro is causing trouble, not something new. So we have something like this, and over here we want some money icon to pop up. So right over here I have these 3 money icons that are coming. I'll just show you where I got them from. So it's just a screen recording, and yeah, so what I'll do, I'll just bring in this screen recording right over here, and we need this to be here. So as you can see, this is just a green screen video playing, Let's just cut the part out which we want. So we want the video to start somewhere from here, and as we go ahead we just, yep, that is the only part that we want. If you hit Control R on your keyboard or Command R on your Mac, then you will get this dialog box. You can just increase the speed, and now we have a rotating money icon, you can say. And then what we are going to do is we will drop ultra key effect. This is our money icon. Now we need to make it glow. So what we will do is we will drop a GoPro object glow on the bottom layer. Now how to do this? Well, it's really simple. You just need to make a copy of this, and on the bottom layer just drop this GoPro object glow. Now what is this object glow? Well, let me tell you, it's a Gaussian blur. Blurriness is set up to 100, and this is our animation. So what we will do is we will select these two, we will create a compound clip, and the name will be money. So as soon as it reaches right over here, I want my money to punch in, and so I'll just make it a little smaller. It's still really big. Yep, that size is perfect, I think. And just like Iman Gadzhi appears from the bottom, I want the money to appear from bottom. So instead of doing the hard work again, what I'll do is I'll just click on this transform on the Iman Gadzhi one, and just hit Ctrl C or Command V on my keyboard, and on the money I'll just select this clip and hit Command V. So you can see this little yellow icon FX turning to green when I hit Command V. That ensures that the effect is applied. So as you can see, this is also appearing from the bottom. Yeah, right now my arrow is not looking that good. Anyways, I'll just make it look good. Yeah, now it's looking better. Let me just turn off the red matte. So we have something like this. And then we are going to make this animation, this book animation. So in order to make that book animation, what we will do is we need to build that book first. So we have our book right over here. Let me just show you. Yep, so this is the book that we are talking about. This is just a PNG, and we are going to add movement to it. So what we are going to do is we will just decrease its size. It's too big for us right now. Yeah, this size is perfect. And again, I'm going to make a copy. I'll go to my effects panel. I'll drop a GoPro glow on the bottom, and yeah, this is the glow that we are looking for, just like this. And as you can see right over here, we have a grid background. So we drop a grid background right over here. Now this grid background is really big. So what we're going to do is we will just add a rotation of 90 and add a, now just for the safety purpose, or you can say we are again projecting this through a vertical video, so we will turn on the red matte. And now what we're going to do is we will align our clip right over here. Yeah, so this adjustment layer is turned on. Just remove this adjustment layer, and this is what we have got. I will just increase it. Yeah, 60 is perfect. So we will just compound this clip or make a nested sequence. So how we are going to do that, we will just go and we will click nest. So in here we will write book. Hi Luffy, how are you? So right over here we have this book. So as you can see in this animation, we have this book coming from the bottom. So what we will do is we will again go to transform and drop the GoPro transform over here. Okay Luffy, so we will drop all the assets that are being used here. Even better, I'll drop the project file on our freelance WhatsApp group. You can join it. We will share the link in the pinned comment section after this live stream. You can join that WhatsApp group and we will be sharing a bunch of assets right over there. Thank you, Hardik. Yeah, so what we are going to do is we will, yeah, first of all, as you can see, this animation is a little tricky. The book is rotating about its bottom right point, and this right over, if you try to rotate this, it is rotating about its center point. I want it to be rotated from its bottom right. So what I'll do is I'll just take it in a corner. I'll just double click, oh sorry, I mean I'll just double click on the screen. Let me just show you a little clearly. So as you can see, we have this little cross right over here. Now this cross is the anchor point of motion. It's not the anchor point of the transform. So what we'll do is we will hit transform, and now we have the anchor point of the transform. I'll move it right over here. As you can see, it's somewhere like this. The value is also changing. This will do the job. And you can see it's rotating about the anchor point, which is this. So you can adjust this anchor point, like from this cross you are going to adjust this cross, and we will have it right over here. So now when you rotate it, yeah, you can see we are rotating this book around its bottom right corner. So first I want this book to be like this. Some at the starting I want this book to be really at the bottom. No, I don't want to see its face. And after that we will have this over here. Now you can see it is coming at the top. The best part of the transform tool is if you forgot any, like if you need to adjust the keyframes, you don't need to set whole keyframes again and again. What you will do is you just go to motion and just move this object and the animation will be intact. Now right over here I want this to be straightened up like this. So what we will do is we will just start right from here. We will put a rotation keyframe, and as it comes above I'll just make it somewhere like 10. Now as you can see, this is again really robotic, so that same process again, the dumbbell shape. So we have somewhat like this. We match the keyframes. Now the animation right over here is really smooth. right, you can see it slides up. And this is where the guys, if you know After Effects really well, just like we use null object, we are going to use another transform. Yes, we are going to use another transform. And before this animation is going to end, we will hit a keyframe on scale as well as position, and just like so we will make it a little smaller. No, not that much. Yep, this is perfect. And we will move it like so. Again the same process. I'm not going to explain this anymore why I'm doing this. Okay, let me just explain again. This is to make the video smoother. We have the dumbbell shape and we have the peaks at the same point. So this is the animation that we get. It is not, it is a little fast for us. So what we're gonna do is we will just, yep, I want this not to come over here, so I can just adjust from motion and the whole animation will still be intact. Isn't that like really cool? So yeah, it has gone really below. No, I don't want that. I can adjust the keyframe. Yeah, now I think it's perfect. Yeah, so as you can see, it's really buttery smooth. Now to add the final part to it, we are going to have our text. Again, we will have our text layer. We will write, let us say, GoPro. We will add a glow to it. GoPro white glow 1. Just a second. Yeah, this is my GoPro. We will add a glow. We have it somewhere like this behind the book, and as the book comes in, I want, as you can see right over here, I want the text to come from behind the book. So first of all, I'll just go to dissolve and I will add a additive dissolve right over here. So we have a additive dissolve. As you can see, we will start our clip right from here. This is a little bigger as of now. Yeah, that would be perfect. So right over here I'll just press a position on this. I'll make it come to a little right, and right over here I want to come over here. So yeah, I'll just move this keyframe a little forward. No, not this much. Yeah, this would be perfect. Yeah, now this is coming from behind the book. And the best part is, after that you have done all of this stuff, we will add a normal transition right over here. We can use any burn effect, just like so. I have got a burn right over here, and we will just add it just like so. This was really big one. No, I don't want this to make this big. So rotation again 90, scale again 50. No, not 50, a little bigger. Yeah, this one. Now this should do the job. Okay, I don't want this to be under the adjustment layer. I want this to be over the adjustment layer, because adjustment layer is messing up with the scale part. Now what I'll do is I'll go to the center of this clip. I'll select opacity keyframe. I'll get to start. I'll turn it to 0. I'll get to the end of this clip, and I'll again turn it to 0, and this is what we get. We will add a sound effect, which is camera shutter. I have got a bunch of sound effects which we can use. So yeah, this is the sound effect. We'll go to essential sound, use SFX, get it to -9, because you need to make sure that sound effects are not bleeding your ears. You need to make sure that they sound really soft and in the place, not out of the place, right? So as you can see, we have this cool animation. Now the best part of this is, now as you can see, we have this animation. Now what I'll do is I'll just take all of this. Let me just show you. I'll take all of this. I'll hit copy. I'll go to a new sequence. Now the sequence setting, you can just take a screenshot. It's a normal long form video. The horizontal length is 1920. The vertical is 1080, that is 1080, and we are going to name it final. Hit OK. We have this clip. We paste all our clips right over here. Now I'll show you a magic, the final magic. So we have all our clips right over here. Now what I'll do is I'll create a nested sequence. I'll just go and hit nest, and right over here I'll just write something like nested or whatever you want. We have our nested clip which is playing just like so. Oops, I think I forgot something. Yeah, so as you can see, this video is above. Now it will do the job. Yeah, so again I take all of them and I'll just nest them into a nested. Now I have this animation. As you can see, the red part is what we are going to project. Now how are we going to project? You can just go to the sequence settings, and right over here you can just swap up the values, and when you hit OK, there will be a dialog box. You don't need to worry about that. Just scale up until the red part is visible. Go into your nested clip, turn off the red part, and when you will be back, you will get output
So
just like
this
so.
is an example of how Iman Gadzhi edits his video. Here, present. Here,
So that is how simple it is to create a edit like that. You don't need to go beyond Premiere Pro in order to get a little bit of camera movement. You can do it with help of adjustment layer. But if you want to create some really great documentaries, videos, or anything like that, it is recommended to practice more. And for that, you can subscribe to our channel, share this live stream if you found this helpful, and at the end, we are going to again show you the video that we started with.
It's 2024 now, and the question that you have in your mind is whether a video editing career is secure or not. So if I answer it in just one word, then no. In recent years, attention has become the new currency. There are more than 200 million creators worldwide. The total valuation of the creator economy has reached a whopping $500 billion, leaving even giants like gaming, music, and movie industries in dust. Even if you combine all the three industries, they are still less than the creator economy. The rise of the creator economy has made a huge impact on our society. The demand for video editors, script writers, graphic designers, and other job profiles in creative field is skyrocketing. However, seeing this, a lot of people are just learning these skills for a mere 30 to 40 days and trying to sell their service. They are offering the same service at a fraction of price, making this market overcrowded and hard to penetrate. Editors are trying hard to make money but are failing. So in today's video, we will see how you can become a video editor and make a living out of it without failing.